been 5 minutes.
Can't breathe. I'm sorry.
5 minutes. We can't
Okay.
get the goddamn clap sync
Been
down.
4 minutes, dude.
Shut up!
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Converse podcast. I'm your host, Max.
I'm Melanie.
No,
I'm Maddie.
Okay, and we are going to be talking about BetterHelp.
Yay.
Dun dun. Am I the guy? Sound effect
You
guy.
already
I'm
said
the sound effect. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was so
Intimidating.
uneventful.
Wow.
Okay. So, who wants to go first about BetterHelp?
BetterHelp is a website. All right. Get this. They're bad.
Don't say it, Noam.
I stopped myself, Max.
They're a therapy website that is really, it's not great. It's not a
It's
great
not, like,
website.
We have some opinions
Serious.
about it, and
We have a
that's
lot of
all it's gonna be.
opinions, and there's a lot of-
Opinions.
A lot
Yes.
of notes about it.
Maybe there's a little
Makes
fact.
me uncomfortable.
I have an entire screen of notes. You're intimidated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said uncomfortable.
Intimidated by the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Intimidated.
I don't know anything about the subject, so I'm your outside source right now.
Would
I mean, I
you-
know certain
I
things.
watched PewDiePie's video. That's my research.
No, I've
PewDiePie's
watched.
a
Okay.
YouTuber. I have to clarify this.
Really?
I watched
Yeah.
PewDiePie,
Didn't know
who is a YouTuber, very controversial. I watched H3H3 podcast, which is really good. Recommend you watch Mr. Kamenity.
He'd love him.
No, he would. And then, who else did I watch? Who's that drama guy that was like talking to
Philip
Shane?
DeFranco? Or
Talking to Shane that one time.
Keemstar.
Shane Dawson is also a
YouTuber.
Keemstar?
We talked about him last week.
I listened to Keemstar. I wanted to hear his
Was
take
also a
on it.
YouTuber.
Who is also I said that.
All these are
I
YouTubers.
thought you said it about Shane.
All of them are
Oh, okay,
YouTubers
never
except for
mind.
BetterHelp. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. So.
That's just what they're using.
Okay.
Conspiracy. I know certain things, so I'm not like.
Yeah, you're not completely in the dark, but you're close. Okay.
I'm more of an outside source than you. Still.
True. Okay.
Okay. Let's get into this.
All right, what BetterHelp is supposed to be is a website where you get therapy for signing in to a subscription monthly, and it's supposed to be that therapists come to you online and talk to you in a certain time, and it's not like hourly payment. It's not hourly. You get it monthly with a subscription. Would you buy it?
Would I buy it?
You're the outside source.
Okay.
Imagine you're psycho.
Imagine.
Okay.
Imagine.
No.
Imagine
Not
looking
far
at
from the
therapy.
Okay. No. When I hear it, okay. So it's a therapy-based site.
It's a therapy website where counselors come to you and they give you
Yeah.
help.
And
They
these
must be
are all
professional.
licensed.
Yeah, licensed professionals.
I
That's how they're
didn't hear
marketed,
that they
though.
were. They're marketed as that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm an outside source and I hear this, sure, like, you hear that you're gonna get like, each session is only like $15. How much is a session? Do you know how much?
Depends.
not-
It depends on your cycle or what you want to pay.
Okay, so they're saying that it's cheaper than a normal therapist.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what they're marketing.
Okay, so then yes, if
They're
I
saying
was,
it's like discreet and like quick and it's like.
then
quiet
again,
and
as
it's
a
not big
person, I
deal.
feel like a lot of like a lot of internet like therapy is just not smart. I feel like you have to have that one-on-one with somebody, so I probably wouldn't buy it, but like hearing about it sounds genuinely like pleasing. Like
Intriguing.
like I wouldn't mind having a therapy session if it was like $15 instead of the $150 where you have to go in and talk to somebody.
Yeah, it seems logical. But then you get into the details and terms of service, and everything comes crashing down.
It's nothing like it seems.
Okay,
At
so
all.
the main problem is that they're trying to mass produce therapy. And the problem with that is you have so many therapists and so many people coming in. So that's one of the big problems. The paying cycle is just whack. So there's a lot of like scummy practices that a lot of people do. They'll
That's
charge
so
less money, but they'll buy in bulk. So for
Her
example,
hair, whack. Sorry.
Or therapy.
for example, $35 per week, but it's charged yearly. So you get instantly charged with $1,820. The most common one, which is, I think it's $65 per week, and it's billed monthly, so you're instantly charged $260. And it's the more you pay per week, the more often you get charged.
You're charged for your free trial, like at the end.
Yes.
Wow, and see, that's kind of pissy too, because I said pissy. That's fine. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of mean too, because like they're recommending that it's cheaper than normal therapy, and really it's not. You're paying as much for like 2 visits, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 visits. Okay, no, paying more than 2 visits, but like you get what I mean.
So, okay, back to the topic.
Better
After the 7-day free trial, you instantly get charged for a month for $65 per week. So you get instantly charged $260, and you'll get charged even if you end it like basically at the end of your free trial. If you're like an hour after, like your free trial ends an hour after you cancel your account, you'll still get charged $260, and nothing you can do.
Even if you like stick with the program and go for like longer than that, if you like stop at the beginning of a month, you're getting charged for the entire month.
And you
That's,
can't
like,
refund.
stupid.
I have like comments and stuff that we'll go into later that I pulled off of a video. But there's that they don't take responsibility for finding you the right counselor.
They just
So-
give you anyone they have.
Basically, and you get this after you finish filling out a questionnaire, asking like what you need, what you want, what's the problem, all this stuff. Another thing is BetterHelp is not allowed to diagnose you with any disorder due to the terms of service.
And
But
yet they do.
therapists
Yeah.
still actively diagnose people.
Basically,
Everybody
they're a
does.
therapist site without the therapy in it.
Yes.
Even though they
So-
do therapy.
Yes.
They're just people who
They're
think
just
they know things.
bad at therapy. See, I feel like I could be just one of these guys.
It's like
do
you
they ever
sign
question?
you
Wait, wait,
sign up and it's like, yo, are you feeling sad?
Okay.
Just don't.
Have some cookies. That makes everyone happy.
yeah. What's it called? Wait. So has there ever been like a thing where like people just sign up to be therapists yet they don't have their like degrees or
That's
anything?
would
That's
not
the
be
next thing.
surprising.
That's the next thing.
I don't know about that, though.
Therapists could actually not be qualified to work as a therapist, and it says in the terms of service, do not guarantee the verification, or it says that they do not guarantee the verification of the skills, degrees, qualifications, licenses, certifications, credentials, competence, or backgrounds of any counselor.
Competence.
Wait. Okay.
And it
So
says it's your responsibility
so
to look
you're
at it.
telling me like a guy that has like failed with therapy could be doing this?
Basically, I could go on and become your therapist.
Oh my god.
That'd
That'd
be
like,
scary.
this
It'd be
guy.
the worst
This
thing.
guy,
guy.
this guy goes and is your therapist. How'd you feel?
He's like,
Can
how
you
are
make
you
me
feeling
not
today?
crazy? Just do what I do.
Like no. I'm just imagining like I have an eating disorder and you're like, just eat cookies, it gets better. Like you're like
It gets better.
Just eat more often. That's what it is.
Either way.
Okay, so one of the things was there was a therapist on it he was called Dr. Al Dershberger, and he was
That's a name you
actually,
can trust.
if you look him up, you'll see what he was charged with. But on
Doesn't it sound like dirt?
January of 2018, he was accused of sexual assault.
That's my therapist
Damn.
right there.
Wait, and he was a therapist.
He was a therapist for months after that came
Okay,
up.
yeah. Do you know like the clients that he had? Because that would be really scary if they were all like children.
There's actually, hold up, I
Little
actually,
girls.
again,
little girls. Yeah.
Little
I have
girls.
pictures. I
Greg
think-
Paul! Oh my God, we've cracked a new case.
So here it is. BetterHelp counselor, Dr. Al Dershberger had someone create an appointment. They got him for September 28th, 2018. And then to the right of it, it shows the, what's it called? The accusation. What is it? Why are you sad?
What the Jesus Christ?
My
I just
mom
read the
doesn't want to
thing.
get the pumpkin cookie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no!
I'm a pouch.
She's got.
Give me another
she's
sticker.
got.
Cutting. The reviews are also really sketchy.
Oh yeah. Julian says.
Referring to,
Oh, I saw
okay,
that.
so one of them was they're referring to the therapist using like a random name. So for example, there was what was it? There was an ad, or not an ad, but a review, and it was a video review, and the guy starts out by saying Julian says,
Yeah.
and the whole thing is his therapist was named like Cheryl or what was her name? I wrote it down here.
Carol, something.
The therapist was named Lauren, and he starts out by saying Julian says. So
But then he's like, my therapist was great. But he's like, Julian said my therapist was great.
yeah.
You need to
And it's
stay
a dude
alone.
saying
And
that.
if you look him up, people actually found out that his profession is reading things. So if you go on a website called Fiverr, where you give people
I was gonna
$5,
say he looked like a Fiverr kind of guy.
you go on like a website, you give people $5 and they do like a certain task. So his was he'll read whatever you send him. for $5. What do you?
She said I'm confused to the camera.
Okay, wait. Okay, so he said, Julian says,
Okay, imagine-
I'm doing great.
Imagine you're looking at the reviews of something and you scroll down, there's this guy, and you click on the video and he goes, Julian says, my therapist was amazing. I highly recommend Carol.
And then he smiles.
And he smiles and the
super
video
good.
ends.
Wait, but like, what does that mean?
That means he's being paid to say something.
He read the script wrong, and
He
it
said
was supposed
Julian
to say.
says, blah, 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 blah.
It was supposed to
Instead of
say my
just starting
therapist
off.
was great, but he said Julian said my therapist was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So another thing is
That wasn't funny. I was just
It's hilarious.
but that's weird. That's
It
scary.
is.
Yeah.
It's really
It
weird.
just shows how fake it everything is.
So
Well,
All of the
also, why would
reviews are,
you
like,
let
Carol's
that go
great.
on as a review?
I don't know. They could have just edited it like just cut
They
the
probably
clip
thought it
and they
was
would have
good,
been fine.
Yeah, so I wonder, like, maybe that just leaked.
I'm
I
sure
don't
it
know.
did. Why didn't they take it down? I don't know.
So why this whole controversy started is because YouTube was heavily advertised with it.
Why are you holding the table like
I'm
this?
just doing that.
You question the table
Okay,
of
wait,
Becky's
wait,
on
stop.
top of my lap.
I actually
basically.
want to hear this. I actually know things about what you're about.
This
to
whole
say.
controversy started because it was heavily advertised on YouTube, and everybody and people from YouTube kept going on this website, and they found out that it was a scam.
Well,
Dun,
okay.
dun, dun.
I have my points to make on that.
Don't steal my role.
You can't do it for yourself.
Okay,
Then
so
you're done.
okay, so what I've heard, so I'm gonna talk about PewDiePie's video, which is he's a YouTuber. Already said that.
Come on.
Shut up! Oh my God, I can't even speak.
Fine.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so
Keep it going.
PewDiePie was talking about how a lot of YouTubers are now, whenever they have this sponsor, which is like, I'm being serious.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay,
They're just laughing because they're just jealous of me.
okay.
You serious? You hit
So,
the biggest
PewDiePie-
nose exhale in the
PewDiePie
world.
Was very triggered.
PewDiePie.
Was very very triggered by how a lot of the YouTubers were using this sponsor and then reverting it back to their mental like illnesses or their depression or their like kind of like things and saying that they used BetterHelp to get better and like all this kind of stuff, which was also all lies. Like half of them didn't even use the account and were just trying to make you feel bad, like trying to make you like, oh yeah, like I should get this app because my favorite YouTuber, like
She got help from
Yeah.
it, so like it can help me too.
exactly.
Yes.
But what was great was I watched then H3H3 podcast, and they were talking about how PewDiePie put them in that video because they sponsored BetterHelp. And what I got from them was that we weren't saying, like, a lot of the YouTubers weren't trying to say that they've been, like, they used the account or, like, they used BetterHelp. Like, most of the time these YouTubers just, like, take that into consideration. Like, oh, okay, other people have used it. They reach my requirements, so I'll just put it as a
They were
sponsor.
choosing to make money, a lot of them.
So that's the thing. Like, it's one of those things where I feel like YouTubers shouldn't be criticized for it, but I also feel like some of them do that just to be like, hey, talk about my sad life and why you should relate to it.
and why I should get money.
And yeah.
Yes.
And
Actually,
they're already getting money from the sponsor.
speaking of that, they actually, if you click on someone's like, what's it called? Their link that brings you to BetterHelp. On the top, it'll say your link. And if someone qualifies or goes into BetterHelp or signs up for BetterHelp using the YouTuber's link, they get paid, I think, $200 per person that signs on.
Affiliation code.
And you got to think about it like this: if 10 people sign up, that's $2,000. If 1,000 people sign up, then that's that's a crap ton of money.
That's
200,000.
purse right there.
Sorry, you want
Crap.
That's
Oh
a
crap.
lot of money.
Oh crap, he said crap. Oh, I said crap. Oh crap.
This is a great cycle.
Crap.
Sorry, I just.
Beat you.
Okay.
Beat you, dude.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
I mean,
A guy that's been weirdly, like,
Did you just?
touchy with me lately
Okay.
Just finally like learn to back off. Okay, sorry.
Okay. So, again, they're getting paid $200 per person. In the terms of service, it states that they are allowed to share your information.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest things. Cause
That's
like
one of the
literally, literally every like therapy that like they're always like, we keep your information secure and private. Even at our school where we have a woman called Miss Bojacki who does like a therapy kind of service where she just kind of listens to you and like gives you advice. One of the first things she says is that she keeps your information private. So one of the most important things for people going to therapy and like that are trusting people with their information is it being private and not being shared. Because it takes a lot for someone to even like admit they need to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, so from my experience, I'll put in my 2 cents.
Oh my god.
I have my sister has she has ADD and depression. And so for the longest time she went to therapy as well, but found that actually going there like it made her just feel more crappy,
Bad about herself.
Yeah.
bad about herself.
More
So
sheep.
she actually stopped going to it. But, like, again, like, certain people have different effects on certain things. So, like, I feel like my sister actually would have rather had this kind of account because I feel like she's able to tell more of, like, her feelings and all that kind of stuff because she's not having to verbally say it because some people just don't feel like they want to communicate it.
If it was a licensed like practitioner,
Yeah.
this would be like perfect for so many people.
But, like, then again, I went to Miss Bajakian when I was having my issues, and I felt that for me, talking about it with somebody and actually getting it out of my system felt better than like if I texted how I felt, you know, or like
There's a different like effect of like how you like communicate things.
and that's why I feel like not everybody should be broadcasted that this is the way to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's different for every person, but the thing with BetterHelp that doesn't work is they make it too much like a business, and they're like, oh, you should choose this one because it's cheaper, it's better, it's easier, and that other one, it won't help you,
real
which is not
stuff.
true. He pulled up the rapist. Editing.
I
need
didn't
we
say
go.
that. I said. Why do I have to cut? Let's keep it like that. Okay. So another thing.
Cut to the
The YouTuber known as Philip DeFranco, he runs another YouTube news agency. He advertised BetterHelp a lot, and people were suspicious of this. And it found out it's because he's an affiliate or associate with BetterHelp. So his ad agency works with BetterHelp. So, for example, I'm going to have a bunch of pictures I'm going to pull up. Do you know, there's another YouTuber called Boogie2988.
I've heard of him. I know who that is.
Yes.
That name is great.
So, Rogue Rocket is the name of his ad agency, and one of the big things people are mad about is that he used money that people gave him to run the news network. He put it to creating this ad agency. And so, he took people that, like, didn't even know they were working. So, for example, a YouTuber known as Boogie2988 was going through Rogue Rocket, but didn't even know that they were.
Question 1. Is Rogue Rocket the name after the little Einstein's rocket?
I want to leave right now after you said that. No.
The joke you wanted to make?
That was just a joke that I wanted to make.
I made a better one.
You made a dirty innuendo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's kind.
You don't want to enter that window. There's a red.
Okay.
So,
My puns are on fire.
now we're going to go to
You
some
did.
comments from Philip DeFranco's video where people were complaining about it. And, yeah.
Can we read some?
Let's go around the table.
Okay. Christine Barger. Is that how you say it?
Oh, no.
I'd say burger, but
I bought BetterHelp services because of Philip DeFranco's recommendation. At a point, I seriously needed someone to talk to. I was unable to speak to a considerable A counselor.
It's written in there. You
I
don't.
can't. To a
You
counselor
don't-
due to the runaround they gave me. They took my money and then they gave me counselors that were not available to talk to me. Stupid.
Oh.
After several days not being able to speak to anyone, I asked for a refund. Then they said that they'd refund me, but they never did. I followed up days later and they refused the refund, even though they closed my account. I eventually opened a case against them, and PayPal refunded me, which is good. I love PayPal.
Yeah.
It was incredibly stressful to deal with. I know. God, let's get like PayPal.
Yo,
Just-
PayPal, hit us up.
Oh my
or
God, hit us up.
Pillsbury sugar cookies.
They're pretty dope. I just got sugar on your laptop.
Okay. At a point in my life that was already stressful beyond what I could handle at the time. I mentioned this in a previous comment, but that didn't need to be in there. Blame Philip. I blame the company. I would never recommend BetterHelp.
Okay, next
I
comment.
have a
So
comment.
less.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people noting that they got a lot of like changes in counselors. Like they've had like 5 because like one was too busy and they got another one and like they didn't want to talk and like they would get like a bunch of counselors instead of having one serious counselor.
Have you not had a cookie yet?
No.
You should eat one. They're really good.
I'm about to read right now.
Cookie. Eats cookie, child. Eats cookie.
Okay, go.
Well, this is why we're in a basement, so that this stuff seems normal.
It's my bunker.
Oh, okay.
I need water.
4 days ago.
You can
4 days ago,
There's more than
Graydon
now.
Mayer is a woman. Okay. I'm gonna make a female.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I'm gonna make a female voice now.
I think it's a man, actually, Braden. There's a man and a female in that picture.
Oh, that's a man. Yeah, you're right. So, like many others here, I signed up for BetterHelp because I needed someone to talk to. And being a student, money was a concern. It was. I originally did not sign up due to the price, and was subsequently offered a free trial. They had given
You
they had to give.
You had to give. You have to give credit card details. Right here, Gnome. Come on, continue. You
had
can do
to
it, buddy.
Dad.
What if we had such an issue? Are we still?
You had to go-
Gnome's
You can't read.
stuttering.
You had to give credit card details, and this was advertised as a method to ensure that you couldn't abuse the free trial system with multiple accounts. I was disadvised. I was dissatisfied with the service and decided to allow it to expire, where I was then charged.
This is by Hello Moto. As a journalist, is it not your job to do research beforehand? Did you not find it wrong to be paid per person that signs up to the service? Do you not find it completely wrong that Better Health connects all the users'
Help.
data? It says health on the
I
page.
know on the thing, but
collects
that better help.
Dude,
collects all the users' data and communications and can be shared and used however they like. I love this channel, but you need to take some accountability here and not try and hide your hands.
Hello Moto has sass.
Ooh.
Sass. Where's my hair tie?
So
Alright,
he
Max,
shot all the way
your
back.
turn.
No.
Oh my God,
Max.
no, we're not reading that.
Max can't
one.
read that.
Yeah,
without
this one's
matching
just
up.
talking about all of the like stuff that he should be held accountable for.
No.
But yeah,
sorry.
we don't even. That's.
Let me try again.
If you don't gargle, I can get through it.
Shut up.
Okay, Brendan Mayer.
I'm looking at Melanie. What the hell are you doing?
I was smelling soap.
Oh
That's
my.
really good. Smell it. Mom's calling me again.
Oh. In conclusion,
In conclusion, to sum it all up, BetterHelp. Everyone go around in circle. What's your thoughts? BetterHelp, Melanie.
Okay, so I think BetterHelp has a good idea behind it, but like the way that they're going around it, saying that like they're like licensed when they're not licensed, and giving you like counselors who like just aren't actually counselors, and like being so like shady isn't good, and like the whole like payment thing is whack. Next.
All right. I feel like
Let's get it all over our system. Everyone on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Her hair, whack!
This one, whack.
Her clothes.
Whack! Me, I'm the real shit.
No!
Why? We get it.
Ah! Okay. Go.
All right, I feel like going back to normal. I feel like BetterHelp is a really capitalistic way of ending depression, or like not ending, helping depression. I mean, because they think about money more than like treating their patients. They're like, oh. I feel like nobody has. They're like, oh, in the conference room. They're like, what should we do in this business? Oh.
What are you saying?
What are they doing in the conference room?
Conversating.
Conversing. Hey, welcome to the
Hey.
podcast.
Okay.
Uh,
So they're in the conference room.
Conference.
Oh my god.
Oh
you
my
cannot
God.
English.
we get that you're
feel it.
foreign, but this is not an excuse.
Go back to Israel.
Okay. So they're conversating in the conference room.
Yes,
Conversing.
and they are like. Stop. And everything I say. So they feel like.
Wait. You ever hear one of those like rubber chickens?
Yes?
Noam is a rubber chicken. Like
Yes.
literally sounds like a rubber chicken whenever he speaks.
Come on.
No,
Come at
this-
me.
these green parts.
Okay.
Closer together.
Come on.
Further apart.
Whoa.
Oh, school project. Hello.
We're gonna
I'll sit
we're
on my
gonna
dad's
reclaps.
lap.
We're
Okay.
gonna reclap sync, okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay.
We did it!
Hello everyone, welcome to Converse Podcast.
You
Stop
little
cursing.
man.
Oh
didn't-
my.
Sorry.
Clap sync again.
Clap sync again!
Okay, wait.
And today we're going to be talking about BetterHelp.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun! Super dramatic.
I really want cookies right now. So what?
Nothing. Okay, let's get this over with and we can have
Can't say we want
cookies.
cookies.
Yeah, but wait, let me call my dad. Wait.
I think Grandma wasn't whipped repeatedly.
Hello, Janet Westenheiser.
Hi, Janet.
Hi.
Hello.
I wanted Halloween cookies.
You want me to get them?
Well, when are we getting food? Cause it's
I can
6:30.
send Dad for them and then for the food.
Okay, can we get the pumpkin cookies and the ghost cookies?
So what did we have the last time? Because there's some in the freezer.
Well, they were the pumpkin ones, but they're gone.
Oh, I could have sworn there was some.
Well, bye. I love you.
I love.
Wrong parent.
Okay, we can clap sync
Okay.
again. You can answer it, I think.
Hi, Mom. I'll put it on speaker.
Welcome to the phone call podcast.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, honey, where are you now?
I'm at Maddie's house. I told you that.
Oh, well, I didn't know that you were going to go there for sure. You told me you wanted to, but I didn't know for sure.
Oh, well, I'm there now.
Okay.
You're on speaker, by the way, so you can add my friends if you want.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I love you so much, Melanie. You're my favorite baby girl.
Aww.
I'm
All right,
offended.
So call me later.
I feel left out.
Alright, well.
No, your mom doesn't love you as much as Mel's mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Was that like her eating the phone or that? Like, it was like,
Bloopers.
She probably just like threw it on the ground and it just
dude,
like,
you need to calm down.
Do you want my. You took my hair tie. When did you take my hair tie?
Okay, anyway,
Every time
what
we
were
have
we
a
saying?
cut,
We were...
Okay.
Every time we have a cut, it's like you
Everyone's
get
listening. Yeah, every time we cut, I'm just mess myself up more. Okay.
So
Another thing.
why this whole controversy started is because
Controversy.
You're jumping ahead, okay.
Sorry. Even like at our school, where they offer Miss Bojakian, one of the only like the first
Ah! Sorry.
thing. That's
Get
true.
into
She's
raps and
kind
get
of.
off your phone.
Oh!
Everyone can see.
Oh my god! Oh wait, I forgot this is going to school.
Cut that
Maybe
part out.
cut that part out. No,
She cannot know.
Duh,
Because
you
like
gotta...
I've been to her before.
You've been to her. I've been to her a lot
I've been-
before.
okay,
What is
well,
I
going
haven't
on?
been to her at all.
I'm cutting that part out.
Wait, okay.
But even
Put
at
on
our
your
school,
phone.
Is Rogue Rocket the name after the little Einstein's rocket?
I want to leave right now after you said that. No.
Okay.
Feels closer
Second
to Red
question.
Rocket. Had to say it.
Okay, second
you
question.
need another sticker.
Yeah.
No, wait, why?
I said Red Rocket.
What's Red Rocket?
It's okay.
It's a dog peanut.
No, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
but
hey.
nobody's gonna know that.
People will.
Oh, did you try to add green, like, to make it cool?
Leprechaun.
Oh!
Okay, we're gonna just cut this part out. Red Rocket is when you drug up a dog and the penis gets red. That's Red Rocket, okay? That's what.
When you
Okay,
drug up a
but-
dog, what?
But I
Yeah!
actually had a funny
when it's
comment,
just
so
direct.
just leave it in it.
No, it's.
Don't eat the
Mr.
jerk.
Caminetti's gonna be like, I know what that means.
I know my Red Rocket.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the thing.
No, we're keeping this conversation.
Well, this whole thing is staying in for the normal.
Okay, what was your second part?
Well, this is why we're in a basement, so that this stuff seems normal.
It's my bunker.
Uh,
That's where I film my pornos.
Wink, wink, wink.
Welcome to. Oh, God.
Dr. Al Dr.
Maddie, why
Al
have you
Doucheness?
forsaken me?
Steve Insurance Evil Incorporated.
Said on YouTube. So like many others here, I signed up for BetterHelp because I needed someone to talk to. And being a student
Just headbutted Melanie.
and decided to allow it to expire, where I was then charged $300. It came up from your throat. We heard it. Can you leave for a second? Oh my god. What did I just hear?
I'm just. Oh my God.
That sounded as painful as it looked. And he's back.